What's up guys, it's Dante here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to togue run as safely as possible. Now, just to put a disclaimer out there, togue running in itself is dangerous. Anything that happens on the road, you are responsible for. And that guy just sent it past me. First and foremost, make sure you're wearing something that's loose and comfortable, something where you don't have any kind of restriction of motion in your arms or your legs. You're wearing comfortable shoes to where you can shift, or whatever kind of car you're driving. Just make sure you're wearing something comfortable. Second, make sure you know how your car acts in harsh conditions. Make sure you know how it moves. Make sure you know your gearing ratios. Know what your brake distance is. If you don't know any of that stuff, then you are not prepared to take your car on a togue run or a hill climb. Now, if you feel like you know your car well enough to take it onto a road like this and drive past the designated speed limit, then the next step is to find a fun road like this to drive on. There's a few things that I want to go over to not only protect yourself, but the other people around you on the road. Now, some of you might disagree with me on this, but this is a 100% non-negotiable for me. I always try my best to never, ever cross the yellow lines. And for me personally, when I cross the yellow lines, I feel like I'm not only putting myself, but more importantly, other drivers in danger. You have to realize that when you're doing a togue run, you take full responsibility for anything that happens. Even if the other driver weans into the other yellow line a little bit and you cause a collision while you're doing a togue run, you will 100% be at fault because you're going way past the suggested speed limit. Another thing on top of that is, if there's oncoming traffic coming, at least make an attempt to slow down. You don't have to slam on your brakes, but I feel like if a car sees you zooming by and they see you make an attempt to slow down, they'll at least see it as some kind of respect instead of you just blasting by like there's absolutely no fucks given. Ultimately, just try to treat other people on the road with respect as much as you can. We're already doing something that's pretty batshit crazy, so you might as well try to do it as safely as possible. Also, a little bonus tip that I forgot to mention. One thing that I actually forgot to bring today is water and snacks. I did not bring any water and snacks. Depending on where you live, you might have to travel pretty far to go to these roads. And it's always nice to just bring a handful of waters and snacks to make sure you're always sharp and that you're not tired or dehydrated. Especially out here in Arizona where I'm driving, where it's showing that it's 112 right now. You don't want to be dehydrated and trying to go up and down roads like this, even at the normal speed limit. Now, as we're approaching the top of the hill, I'm going to go ahead and turn back around so I can actually show you guys an example of what I look and anticipate for while I'm doing a togue run. So for obvious reasons, I'm not going to go way over the speed limit. I feel like that would be silly to record myself driving at illegal speeds. So I'm just gonna go like 5-ish miles over the speed limit, just to give you guys an idea and talk about what I'm looking for while I'm doing a togue run here. So initially, while you're doing a togue run, the most important thing is to anticipate. Even if you are driving perfectly on the yellow lines, you cannot predict other drivers that are not so confident in their driving and they skew over onto the yellow lines. What I'm constantly looking for is, I'm not looking here, but I'm looking up ahead to make sure that there's no oncoming traffic, or that there's not like a weird driver that's kind of all over the place. So you never want to be looking straight ahead. You always want to be looking up here ahead, to make sure that there's no oncoming traffic, and to also see if there's any tight turns coming up. For those who have little to no racing experience, a rule that is very important is to brake early instead of braking late. Braking early, you can always speed up, but braking late is what will have you going into the side barrier, or in this instance, off the side of this cliff, and where you could potentially kill yourself. So brake early, please brake early instead of braking late. So unfortunately, there is this car that's in front of us, and he is driving pretty well under the designated speed limit, but that won't really be able to stop us from explaining what I'm looking for in this video. So we're here doing our togue run, and instead of just looking straight ahead, we're looking over there where, I don't know if you can see it, but there's the little yellow and black caution sign. That is where you want to be looking. You want to be looking ahead to anticipate oncoming traffic as well as your brake speed and brake distance. And then when you're here going into the corner, you're looking here ahead to see where the turn ends and to kind of just gauge what speed you should be going into the turn and what speed you can exit the turn at. So again, like I said earlier, I'm not looking at what's right in front of me. I'm looking ahead so I can see that there's an oncoming car coming in. I should probably brake and slow down. Now we can speed back up. And then as we're going into this turn, I'm not looking at what's right here. I'm looking ahead into the corner over here. As exiting this turn, going into another, I'm not looking at what's right here. I'm looking ahead down this windy road right here. I'm always trying to anticipate what's going to be coming next. So again, like I said earlier, I'm not looking at what's right in front of me. I'm looking up ahead to anticipate oncoming traffic. I want to always be trying to anticipate turns, really sharp turns, and oncoming traffic. Again, going into this turn, I'm not looking right here. I'm looking over here. Same thing with this turn. I want to be trying to look ahead as much as possible. There's a lot of trees right here. Same thing, not ahead over here. Hopefully you guys can tell what I'm talking about now and I'm making it clear enough. So my GoPro actually just died not too long after that last clip finished, but we are at the end of the hill anyways, and pretty much to wrap this video up, I just wanted to go over the key takeaways from this video. So first and foremost, please know your car from the inside out. Know how it handles and runs in harsh conditions. And this seems like a given, but have good tires on your car. Don't push your car under harsh conditions if your tires are very worn or just tires that aren't meant to be pushed like this. Secondly, do not cross the yellow lines while you are doing your togue run. That's just putting yourself and other drivers in danger, and it's really just sloppy and disrespectful driving. Make sure that you're always anticipating when you're doing your actual togue run. Always be looking ahead and making sure there's no oncoming traffic or that you're not going too fast into any steep turns. Just know that there's always a chance to go up and down that road again and go a little bit faster. Don't think that you need to push your car as fast as you can at this current moment. Don't let your ego cause you to wreck your car or end your life or someone else's life. So now you guys will be able to go on a togue run now and hopefully be able to do it safely without putting yourself, your car, or other people, most importantly, in any kind of danger. And like I mentioned earlier, please bring snacks, because I did not bring any snacks or water and I am thirsty and pretty hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. Hopefully you guys were able to take away some information from this. Go ahead and leave a like and comment and subscribe for more stuff like this. Peace out. See you guys next time.